Yeah, I mean, we finished the season. We were pretty excited to put the team back in playoffs after it had been like several years, and but at the same time, a disappointing finish in that last Cornell game. It kind of got us like geared up and mentally like ready to start preparing for this season. They had a couple weeks off, and then we got back into training, so they had been training all spring. We did some testing a couple times, and then I was pleasantly surprised this fall when our team returned on campus. All the returners testing overall was much more improved. So that's strength and conditioning, that's overall fitness. It was higher than it was last year. So our team did excellent in the summer. They made big improvements, and so we look ready to go right now.
And as you kind of started through your first couple of practices into first exhibition and first scrimmage, talk a little bit about those games and what you saw out there.
Yeah, it was funny. We were just talking about this coming into our first practice this year. Very different than last year. Last year we were thrown right into our season, and we had name tags on the helmets. We didn't know anybody's name, never mind their position. And so this year, going on the ice for the first day of practice, those first few days, it was almost like just a big relief. And our team, where they are right now compared to last year, we're a lot further ahead. We have a whole group of older kids who know what we want, know what our expectations are, and can lead the younger players, which we didn't have last year. So practice is going much more smoothly. We still have a lot to accomplish because we had a week. Going into the scrimmage, I think I would try to tell the team, just relax, play your best. Trying to settle them down because we have 8 freshmen coming into the mix. But overall, that first Princeton scrimmage, first 10 minutes of that game, I thought we were excellent. We really played well. And then as the game got going on, we started to make some adjustments, throw people around, and in Princeton Speed, they're a good team. So we get a little bit rattled at times, and so we're looking forward to next weekend for our first games, but we're looking for like a little bit more consistency throughout the game, and trying to really be ready for that. So.
You talked a little bit about that leadership on ice that you kind of didn't have last year just because you didn't know anyone.
Right.
This year, 2 senior co-captains and Lori Jolin and Elena Polenska. Talk a little bit about them.
Yeah, I mean, Lori's, it's tough to say on this team. They have a bunch of hard workers, but she's definitely tops in that area. She's a great practice player. She loves to go out there. She does, every single day she works so hard on the ice. So she leads by example. I think the freshmen, it's a big group, but they already really look up to her and appreciate. They can look to her and see, how to kind of get it done out there. And so she's been excellent. And then Elena Polenska, she's so skilled. She's an incredibly skilled player. And so all eyes are on her. They look to her. She's a kid who makes a difference, on the ice. But at the end of the day, she's on our power play. We rely on her to put that puck in the net. But at the same time, she's such a humble kid, and she speaks well. When she talks to them, they're listening. So she can really help guide the team, communication-wise. And then Lori really helps lead the team just by example and through her efforts every single day. So the mix of them is going to be good this season.
As you said, open weekend, then leading into Cornell on the road and Colgate. Tough way to start it off. Talk a little bit about that opening weekend and on into your schedule this season.
Yeah, well, we don't have a break. I mean, coming in, the top teams in the country with, Cornell and St. Lawrence and Clarkson and Dartmouth and Harvard. Those are our first, 3 weekends. So we really need to be ready that Friday. That's it. And the rest of our schedule is incredibly tough too. So there's no days off, and I think they know that. But our team loves a challenge. I think we play better against the better teams in the league and in the country. They really just get energized for those games. And I think starting with Cornell is, it's a tough one, but at the same time, we finished with them last season, and so they're ready to kind of get back at it and get back at them. So I'm excited to see, how we play, and we just have to be ready.
And in that second weekend, you talk for your home opener taking on Harvard. The Bears will welcome a special member to the team, a draft day, as we say, for a special team member. Talk a little bit about who that is.
Yeah, Angelica Negrari. She's a 9-year-old who our team adopted this season through Team Impact. In the past, she had leukemia. She's a great little girl, but we've taken her onto our team this season. She's been with them. She skated on the ice with us. They take her to different events on campus and really just give her a nice home and a place of comfort, so that hopefully over time we can get her confidence back, make her feel good about herself, put her in a positive environment, and have people to look up to, so she really can feel good about herself and confident, even though she's having a little difficult time right now.
Well, Coach, thank you for taking the time, and good luck this season.